Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Josh Guerrero, and I'm the host and founder of this podcast, which is simply titled the All Around Adventure Podcast. Whether you're joining me for the first time or if you've been listening for a while now, I certainly do want to welcome you here. And as always, I want to thank you for being here today, just because I know that you're busy and that you got a lot going on. And there's also a lot of other amazing podcasts out there that you could be listening to right now. But the fact that you chose to download and listen to this one or tune in to watch the video version on YouTube, I greatly appreciate it, and I certainly don't take it for granted. Now, if you are in fact new to this podcast and you're not entirely sure what we're all about here, this is the show where you hear amazing tales from afar and get the all-important life lessons that go along with them. And I do that now through 3 different shows. I got my regular show, which is an interview show. I got a solo cast called The Blog Readings, where I read my blog posts, both past and present, for you to have an audio format on the go. And then this show that you're listening to right now is your Wisdom Wednesday segment, where I just talk for maybe about 5 to 7 minutes, somewhere around there, give or take, just covering various self-development topics and travel tips and or both. Just something for you to ponder on as you carry out the rest of your week. And today I want to talk about the topic of gratitude. Now, this topic is something that has come up fairly recently, just in other conversations that I've had and other podcasts that I've appeared on as well, because I think a lot of this idea of gratitude for me personally have come from my experiences living abroad, especially during my time in the Gambia for my Peace Corps service. Just what I had witnessed from other Gambians, and especially those that were living in the village that I was a part of, how they were going about their everyday lives, and a lot of the work that was involved just for them to fulfill their basic needs. There was communal water taps in the village because most of the homes didn't have like their own plumbing or anything like that. So the villagers would have to go to these communal taps to collect water, fill up like these buckets and pails, carry them back to their house, and then ration their water accordingly so that they could have water to drink, to bathe, to cook with, and so on and so forth. And it just made me really think and just kind of really lend that perspective of just how good I had it back home before this experience, that basically if I wanted clean water, I could just go straight to my sink and turn on the tap, and I got clean water readily available and in abundance. And I've also kind of come to find that in many other places around the world, the people in those areas don't really have that same luxury. So that's one thing that's made me very grateful, just having that experience. And I've come to find that just gratitude practice really just does very well just with our overall mental well-being. And that's why I see a lot of people, even a lot of successful people, will utilize like gratitude practice in some way. Some will utilize a journal, like when they wake up, they'll just write 3 things in their journal that they're grateful for, and they'll also do that at night before they go to bed to end the day on a good positive note. And it's something that I've come to implement as well. And I don't really quite use the journaling technique. Typically, what I like to do is I will stack the habit of gratitude and gratitude practice with the habit of brushing my teeth. And how I do this is right by my toothbrush in my bathroom, I just have a little yellow sticky note that says gratitude in all caps with a couple of exclamation marks. And that's just really used as a prompt for me to think about things that I'm grateful for while I'm doing the everyday task of brushing my teeth. And a lot of times what I have to be grateful for that morning are pretty basic stuff. I woke up that morning and I got to look up at a ceiling. So I knew that I had shelter and that I was protected. And then, of course, I got to drink on, I got to turn on this faucet to brush my teeth and had clean water come out. And so I could take care of my health that way. And then I was able to go downstairs, and I'm also able to cook breakfast and the food of my choice. So those are all just very simple, basic things that I'm grateful for. And it just really sets a good tone for the day. Just puts my mind in a good positive state so that way I can carry that into the rest of my day. So I definitely encourage gratitude practice with all of you as well. It could be in the form of a journal. It could be in how I described. You stack it with another habit like brushing your teeth, just thinking about it as you do that. Or it could be something else entirely. That's kind of up to you. And you may think, or you may have moments where, I don't know, maybe things are going wrong in your life and you might not think of anything. right offhand that you're grateful for, and that's fine. Just simply the act of thinking about or asking that question to yourself, what is it that you're grateful for? That's a step in the right direction. That's enough to start rewiring your brain to look for positive things in your life, and then eventually you will find those things. So that's just something I want to talk about really quick, just how the value of gratitude practice, how it's benefited me, how I've seen it benefit many others in my life, and people that I've will follow and influencers and things like that. So I definitely encourage you all to implement some form of gratitude practice in your life as well. All right, so that's all I want to talk about today. Like I said, I don't keep these episodes too long, these Wisdom Wednesday segments. So I'll go ahead and end it there. Just once again, think about things that you're grateful for in your life and see if you can implement some regular gratitude practice to really set good tones for the day and also to end the day on a positive note. And I want to thank you very much for tuning in. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you might be listening to it. I got 2 shows for you every single week, and it's going to be the same on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button down below and leave me a comment. You leave me a comment either on YouTube or on social media. I'm on Facebook and Instagram at All Around Adventure, and I'm on Twitter at All Around Advent. Let me know what you think of these Wisdom Wednesday topics, and if there's anything that you'd like me to bring up or discuss. Once again, leave me a comment or reach out to me on any of those platforms, or you can also email me at josh@allaroundadventure.com. Give me your feedback. Let me know if there's something that you'd like for me to talk about, because ultimately this is for you all. This is to serve you, and if there's any way that I could do that a little bit better, by all means reach out to me and let me know. Also, I got the preparations are well underway for Operation Dual Trek, where I'm going to be walking the length in both Paraguay and Uruguay in June. So be on the lookout for more details on that. You can also check out allaroundadventure.com/dual trek to learn more. And if you'd like to donate to the nonprofit that I'm supporting, the American Veterans Archaeological Recovery, head over to gofundme.com/dual trek, and you'll find links to all of these in the show notes for this episode. And I just wanted to thank you very much again for tuning in. It's absolutely awesome to have you here, and I'm very happy to have you here. And tune in this Saturday when I have a brand new episode of the blog readings that I'll be sharing with you all then. But until then, though, I'm Josh Guerrero saying be safe, happy travels, and always move forward.